happened to you?
No, I wouldn't.
For nothing? You didn't commit a crime? All because another city worker said he wanted it? That's your only thing. He was saying he wanted it, and you were trying to play the tough guy. But without this, and these guys, you're not tough, bro.
Trying to play.
You don't. You can't be doing this. It's private property.
It's private property?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is this private property?
You gotta go, sir.
Is this private property where I'm standing?
Sir, you gotta go.
Am I standing on private property?
Stand up, right?
Didn't even see you in the window.
No, sir.
We got a call from a resident here. They were a little concerned. They didn't recognize your car. They were just wondering what was going on.
There are 3 vehicles parked here, and they pointed my vehicle out of all the vehicles here.
What starts as a quiet visit to a public sanitation office quickly spirals into chaos. A citizen with a camera gets called a loser by a government manager, staff panic, police are summoned, and suddenly, rights vanish in plain sight. But here's the kicker. No laws were broken. So how did this all end with handcuffs and closed doors?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, you gotta get by?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I help you with anything?
No, I'm good. Appreciate it.
Okay. Can I ask who you're with?
I'm by myself. Yeah, there's nobody else here.
No resident? Are you a resident or a reporter or?
Why is that? Why is any of that?
No, I'm just
No.
asking you if you can, if you're allowed or if you want to give me that information.
Oh, I don't like to give the information. Yeah. No reason for me to give you that information.
Okay. Well, you're in a public place taking photos, and I just, and since I manage this place, I figured I'd ask you who you're with and what you're up to
Okay.
for the safety and security of my staff.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for asking, man. What do you do here?
I'm the general manager.
Oh, awesome. What's your name?
Sergio?
Oh, cool. Good to meet you.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to stick around while you're taking your photos and make sure everybody's safe.
Well, I don't see how anybody's unsafe at this point,
Well,
but
you want to identify yourself, so that already has me suspect.
do you typically just walk up to people and ask them to identify themselves?
When they're in my place of work, yes.
You just walk up and say, "Hey,
they're
who
in
are
my
you?
place of work,
Identify
yes.
yourself." Really?
Yeah, most people identify themselves out of courtesy.
Oh, it's courteous to identify yourself?
It's very courteous to identify yourself.
Huh. I've never heard that one before. I don't think it's uncourteous. If I don't need you to know who I am or want you to know who I am, then it's
whatever you're up to, so you can just stop.
well, you're talking to me, so, and I'm just saying people don't have to. People don't. Well, I mean, I don't know who any of you are either, right? So who's talking to me here? Well, what was that? How was that rude? Saying I don't know who any of you are is being rude?
He's, you know what? Hey guys, he's probably a YouTuber or something.
How is this
something
rude?
like that. Just leave him alone.
Please
If
don't
you
take
guys
pictures
feel-
of me. I don't want to be in your photo. So
If you feel unsafe, I'm gonna call the
no, I'm
police.
just saying don't take photos of us over here. Please, I don't want to be in your photo or in your.
I said, yeah, you should have asked it the nice way first, yeah. I'm focusing on him. You weren't even
You're
actually
harassing
in
my
it.
staff. My staff is crying right now.
I'm
You're harassing my staff.
How am I
I
harassing
need you to
anybody?
leave.
How am I harassing anybody?
You're harassing my staff. You
How?
need to leave.
How?
You have
How
no
is that?
business in here. You don't have a permit to pool or anything like that. You need to leave. You're harassing. You're harassing my staff.
I have business. I'm busy right now.
You have no business at the district.
I do, yeah. I'm taking pictures.
All right, the cops are on their way. Just so you know.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, I'm just concerned about. Do you typically talk to people like that? Like I got freaking checks left out on the table people could see and take pictures of. So stupid. You typically just talk to people like that? So don't pay attention to this loser. No. You typically do that? Because somebody doesn't want to give you their name? Seems kind of ignorant, right? I mean, you wouldn't do that out here if you didn't hurry up and have your phone to call the cops, you know? See what I'm saying? I can see in your eyes you never say that to anybody. But here you got the cops and you think you're tough and all that. I didn't say nothing to you. I wasn't calling you names. I was being professional. I just told you I didn't want to tell you my name. That was it. And I don't have to. And the focus was never on your staff. Actually, your staff had said nothing to me. I was taking pictures, wasn't even looking at them. And you came in and what'd you do? You escalated the situation. Pretty ignorant, if you ask me. It is pretty dumb. So who's the loser, bud? When you lose your job for being unprofessional and calling me a loser, right, and not knowing how to do your job the right way, then we'll see who the loser is. So, me, I'll still be working. Got Menlo Park PD here. So, we got loser buddy here. Says the staff are crying. They're crying because somebody's in here with a camera. That doesn't make sense to me. I've never heard that one before. It's funny. Get this. This way.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, I didn't call you guys, they did.
I know. So, but they called about you. What are you here
Awesome.
recording for? Sir?
He's harassing my staff. I'd like to have him arrested and press charges, please.
Do you want to not to return and have him escorted out?
That's
Yes.
funny.
Okay.
Please.
Sir. Come on out, sir. Come on out.
What's your name and badge number?
Come on out.
Got a name and badge number?
We'll talk about it outside. Let's go.
This a public building?
Yeah, but he's the supervisor. He doesn't want you here. So you've been warned. So let's go.
I'm not sure that matters.
It does matter.
How?
Let's go. Let's go talk about it outside.
How does it matter?
Let's talk about it outside.
Tell me how it matters.
We will discuss this outside.
Am I being detained?
You're about to be because he's requesting that you leave the property.
I'm about to be detained?
Yes.
For what?
For trespassing.
Trespassing?
Yes.
In public?
No, this is the building, a private building.
Public building. Who's it owned by if it's private?
Not you. That's
It's-
pretty damn sure. So let's go.
It's not owned by the public?
Let's go out. Come on,
Is it owned by the public?
sir.
Sir, is this owned by the public? And what's your name and badge number?
We'll get that information when you step outside.
He
Yeah.
has no business requesting a permit or anything like that. This is a public building, but he has no business
See, public
asking
building.
for a
There you go.
permit. He's not here for an application. He's here to harass.
Okay.
I haven't
staff
done
is
anything.
crying because this man is harassing them. I want him arrested for harassment and
This guy
trespassing.
thinks he's
he has
powerful.
no business in this public administration building.
Okay.
So he's
Interesting.
trespassing.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Will you step outside?
Yeah, that's not the way
Will you
trespassing
step
works.
outside? Yes
Step
or no?
outside, yes.
Is it a request?
No, it's an order. Step outside.
It's an order?
It's an order.
Do you
Get
understand
outside.
the way trespassing works, sir?
Okay. Then turn
I
around.
can't be trespassed
Turn
from
around.
public. You're
Put
making a
your hands on your
mistake. You're making a mistake.
Put your
You're
hands on
putting
your
your
back.
hands on me. You're making a mistake. So this is Russell who put me in cuffs right
Do you need
here.
anything from me?
Fucking yeah, I need a complaint form now, and I need your superior here since you guys just violated the shit out of my rights.
I can give you my card and the complaint.
And I need this guy's name at this point. Hey, I need your name now, bud. You didn't give me your name.
You know what? He did give you his name?
He didn't. He never said it. He gave me a number, but he never gave me his name. I need your name now. Ordone? Ordone. So this idiot too.
Okay.
I said I need your supervisor here.
Yeah.
Your supervisor
I am
here.
the supervisor, so
You're
not
the
gonna give me
supervisor,
any
but I need
supervisor,
yours.
okay? That's not going to happen.
Okay, you guys want to add to the lawsuit? You called your lieutenant and they told you not to let me go, huh? Because you can't trespass from public. Bud, why would you think you can do that? I was trying to tell you guys this.
Okay.
Why would you do it? You just do what I say, or you're going in cuffs? Is that what it is?
No.
That's
asked you
what
to
you
step aside.
did. I didn't have to, bud.
Okay, I understand that.
You don't have authority
Yeah, I
over.
understand that
Listen, you're normal now.
Yeah.
You're a fucking corporal. You're the watch commander. What
Right.
do you mean? I understand it now.
You know how many times
You
I've been
should have
told you?
understood it. Fucking. How long you been a cop?
Okay.
How
We're
long
not
have you
gonna
been a
have
cop?
this discussion
How long
right
have you
now,
been a cop?
okay?
What do you mean we're not going to have the discussion? Well, would you want that to happen to you?
No, I wouldn't.
For nothing? You didn't commit a crime? All because another city worker said he wanted it? That's your only thing. He was saying he wanted it, and you were trying to play the tough guy. But without this, and these guys, you're not
I
tough,
wasn't
bro.
trying to play the tough guy. I
Yeah,
just
you
didn't wanna
were.
have
You
an
put your
argument right
hands
there,
on me.
okay?
You should have said, hold on.
I didn't want to put my hands on you.
You
I asked
did,
to
you
step
did,
aside.
and you didn't have authority to do that. You're just a normal person.
I understand.
You have no authority over nobody unless you have what? What is it that gives you the authority to detain?
So I asked you to step outside.
Doesn't matter. That's not a crime. I don't have to
understand.
listen to you.
Okay.
So what gives you the
I'm just
authority
telling you,
to
I did not want to put my
detain?
hands
But
on
you
you.
did, and so
understand
did
that.
he.
Yes.
You guys wanted to. I can tell right when you walked
did not
in, you
want
guys
to.
were going to put your hands on me. I could tell just by your attitudes.
Okay. All right.
So what do you need to detain somebody?
Yeah, we're gonna get going.
What do you need to detain somebody? Come on, tell me. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime, right? No, you'll be sorry, bud. When I'm in your house with you, you'll be sorry. What an asshole, dude. Fucking bunch of clowns. So you got 150-1981. We got 162-1478. 2005 is the vehicle number. And this guy just straight fucked up. Straight up violated my rights. Made the decision to violate my rights. Said he didn't want to put his hands on me, but he did. Instead of thinking, hey, there's no crime here. I don't have reasonable suspicion. All I have is this dude saying he wants him to leave. He just put his hands on me instead of saying, you know, having a reasonable suspicion of a crime. Fucking dumbass. And this is the watch commander. And he says, oh, I understand that now. When I was telling him, hey, you should go call your lieutenant, man. You know, you want to put me in the back of the car, cuff me. These are my wrists. Look at this. I told them the cuffs were too tight. They didn't not once try to take the cuffs off me. Look at this. Got me in the back of the car with cuff marks now all over my wrists. And I tried to tell these guys, but they walked in with that mind frame of, hey, you're going to listen to me or else. That's the mind frame that they had. Watch, I bet you, how much you want to bet this is locked? Yep, during business hours. It's office hours and they got the doors locked now. I wasn't mean or disrespectful to these people at all. The only thing I did respond to was the manager dude calling me a loser, because that's hella unprofessional. It's not cool for him to do that. And I was just walking around recording. I wasn't even focused on the staff. And then as they started talking to me, I started talking back to them. And then it all went to hell. Look, he got a sign up now, closed. Look, now they got 2 closed signs. I'll be back every day next week, baby. Promise you that. Let's go ahead and see how they act. Better remember something.
Let this be a wake-up call. Public buildings don't mean anything if the public can't access them without fear. Knowing your rights is step one, but standing firm when they're violated, that's how change begins. Record peacefully, stand respectfully, and always demand better from those paid to serve you. What happens when simply filming a jail from a public sidewalk turns into a standoff with correctional officers, threats of arrest, and a call to police? In today's video, an independent journalist in Canada finds himself pushed to the limit just for exercising his constitutional rights. But as tensions rise and misinformation spreads, the question remains, will the law protect the people or protect itself?
Why's that? Is that a law? Yeah. What's your name?
I'll just call inside and get someone to come out for you.
And what are they gonna do? Arrest me?
If you want.
These guys are gonna arrest me inside?
I'll call the cops. You can't be filming.
Oh, the cops will arrest me. Maybe you should call them then. Didn't even get to do my intro yet, and we got this guy here telling me I can't film. He's gonna call the jail staff. I told him, what's the point in that? They're gonna arrest me? He said, yeah. Take care, bud. Alright, anyway guys, it's Ontario Audit. We are back with another video. Sorry it took me so long to upload another one. My knee was pretty messed up. Could really not walk for a couple weeks. And today we are at Central East Correctional Center, located in Lindsay. No access, authorized access only. Access to property limited to approved visitors, staff, and persons engaged in ministry business. So, and there is a trespass statute associated with that. This says part of the trespassing act, pretty much. So we're gonna abide by that. We are on the public easement. To make that clear, I am standing on the dirt road here, the dirt path, I should say. How's it going, sir? Pardon me? Why is that?
You done. You can't be doing this. It's private property.
It's private property?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is this private property?
You gotta go, sir.
Is this private property where I'm standing?
Sir, you gotta go.
Am I standing on private property?
Standing right by the edge
Am I
of our
standing
property.
on private property right now?
Standing by the edge of our property.
Am I on the edge of your property?
Yes,
So I'm not on your property, right?
Go, sir.
So I'm not on your property, right?
You can go, sir.
I'm not on your property, correct?
You can go, sir.
Or else what? Are you going to arrest me? I'm not an inmate, sir. I'm not an inmate, sir.
I'm saying this politely. You can leave, sir.
I actually have a question for you.
I don't
Are
have
there
an
any
answer
hunger
to-
strikes going on in the prison right
I
now?
don't have any answer for you.
How about the halal and the Jewish diet? You guys don't provide that anymore?
You leave, sir. I'm not here to answer any questions, sir.
Okay, we're just gonna hang out here. Just don't touch any of my equipment with your umbrella. That could be considered the correctional officer, not the superintendent or whoever he is. The regular correctional officer there seems to think that he can call the cops and get me kicked off of the public easement. What do you expect though, right guys? I mean, this is how it goes pretty much everywhere we go in Canada. We are losing our rights slowly but surely. So we've got the Kawartha Lakes Police showing up here. Great, how's it going?
Good.
Nothing at all, just doing some public filming.
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge on this?
It's Ryan. My dad.
Thanks, dude. My name's Jay.
Pardon me?
My name's Jay. What's going on?
Jay?
What's the problem?
Well, you're asked to leave and you're refusing to leave. So that's why.
Leave from where?
From the building.
I was never in front of the building.
Were you on the property? I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Well, you don't know, but you just accused me of it.
This is the call that I'm responding to.
So they gave a false police report?
So I'm asking for your side of the story. What was going on there which caused you to be asked to leave?
Sure. No, I was just standing here, filming the jail
Okay.
from the public property,
Okay.
and that's it. A couple of correction officers came and told me to leave. I told them I don't have to leave. I'm on the public easement, doing some public filming. That's all. So if they did make that report, maybe you should investigate what they have told you, because they told you lies. They're trying to get me.
You haven't actually been on the property.
No, sir.
What's your name, sir?
I don't want to give my name, sir.
For me?
I don't want to give my name.
Why don't you want to give me?
Because that might being detained right now.
You're not being detained. It's just whenever we deal with anybody,
Yeah.
we want to know who we're dealing with.
Yeah, sure. I don't
And
like
if-
giving
and
out
if there's-
private information.
And if there's a further complaint, then
Yeah.
I can speak to you directly, or the other officer will actually know who they're dealing with.
Sure, but I'd just rather not give out that information unless I'm legally obliged to.
Good enough. Well, you're on the highway. I will say that if you are on the property, though,
Never been on the property, don't need the directive, sir. I won't be on the property, no need to explain. I understand the laws. I understand that I'm exercising my Canadian Charter Rights, Section 2, Paragraph B, just to film in public. I'm independent media working on a story on the prison here. There's been some hunger strikes and some mistreatment, and I'm just peacefully exercising my right to film. That's all, sir.
Okay. If you're exercising your rights, why don't you want to tell me your name?
Well, that's another right I have.
At this point.
That's another right I have.
At this point.
Well, are you trying to insinuate that I may be committing a crime in the future or something? What do you mean at this point?
No, but if your actions change, then you may be obliged.
Oh, well, if I go on the
you may
property,
be
yeah,
obliged.
of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sure,
saying.
it's hypothetically if I were to go on the property, sure. Okay. So this is the gentleman here that made the false police report? You have an incident number for this call as well, sir, when you're done? Appreciate it.
Okay, sorry for the terrible audio in this video. I will save you from that for a little bit. So this goes on for quite some time. The cop educating the correctional officer. The white shirt guy eventually comes along with another cop. We'll skip ahead to when the cops approach us.
Because I don't know your name.
I'm just a good Canadian citizen.
Absolutely. So the incident number, because you're recording, it's KL23010477.
Thank you so much.
You have my name. I gave out the last business card because you wanted
That's
to get the number as well, but you have everything
I appreciate
on
that.
recording.
Can I just get your name as well, sir? Thank you so much, Constable Moore. Appreciate it.
And
Yeah.
again, you understand your rights.
I understand a
You're
lot.
advised
I
by
will.
them
I'll be out here shortly, sir. You guys leave. I'll probably stick around 10-15 minutes. I'll be out here. I was in the thick of it earlier. I was in the thick of it earlier. I really appreciate you guys upholding my rights. You guys have a great night, all right? Great day. Hey, Constable. Sorry, just one more question. You guys don't have body cameras, do you, out here, eh? No. No? Dash cams? Man. You guys plan on getting them soon, or? Good cops need them, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Give him a nice friendly wave on his way out. And there you have it, folks, the drive of honor. I've been fortunate enough to see a lot of drives and rides of honor lately, I guess, huh? Yup. Still here, giving them a nice wave in the window over there where there's a bunch of them looking, hoping, I'm praying I get arrested. Not today.
The biggest lesson here? Knowing your rights isn't enough. You have to be confident in them, and you have to use them. Whether you're in Canada or the US, filming in public isn't a crime. Intimidation is. So stand your ground, stay respectful, and always be recording. Because when the camera rolls, the truth stays in focus. Imagine sitting in your legally parked car on a public street, and the next thing you know, an officer is at your window because a neighbor felt uncomfortable. No crime, no disturbance, just your presence was enough to trigger a police response. In today's video, one citizen calmly holds the line, asserting his rights in the face of suspicion, discomfort, and thinly veiled pressure.
Hey, what's up, bud?
I didn't even see you in the window.
Yo, what's up?
We got a call from a resident here. They were a little concerned. They didn't recognize your car. They were just wondering what was going on.
There are 3 vehicles parked here, and they pointed my vehicle out of all the vehicles here?
Yeah. They were just concerned. They didn't recognize the vehicle. They'd never seen it before. They just wanted us to see what was going on.
Can you advise them it's not illegal for someone to park in a public street?
Yeah,
He's not doing
you're not
anything
parked
wrong.
illegally, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, they just wanted us to see what was going on, make sure everything was all right.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered, man. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay,
So,
I totally understand.
do you have an incident number?
A case number for our CAD? We do. I don't know it. I have to go check my vehicle if you don't mind.
Can I get a name and badge number if you don't mind?
I'll give you my card that'll have all my information on it.
Perfect.
Would I be able to get a license from you real quick?
I'm not going to give that. I'm not breaking the law.
Okay.
Fuck. Are these fucking people serious? What the hell today?
All right.
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all of my information on the front of the card.
Sure.
My name, phone number, email are on here if you have any questions.
All right.
Back is going to be the case number for
Perfect.
the incident. That's what you were asking for.
All right.
All right. So I see you're here from do you know somebody here? Any particular
I'm not
reason
going to
you
answer
were
any
parked
question.
here?
Public street, public area. Anyone can be in any township at any point in time.
Okay.
So I'm not going to answer any questions.
Okay.
What exactly did they say?
They just gave us the description of the vehicle. They just said it was tinted windows. They didn't see anybody inside. The vehicle wasn't running. They were just concerned, didn't know what was going on with it. So
who the hell could have called? That doesn't make any sense. These people parked here around the same time I did. They're just watching it in my car. That's crazy.
That's the vehicle they gave us. And like I said, they just gave us a call. They were concerned. They didn't know what was going on, or why they were here. They wanted us to come and talk with you, see if you wouldn't mind chatting with us, make sure everything was all right.
That's crazy, man. All right, yeah.
So I mean, would you mind heading out of here? I don't know exactly what your plan was.
Why would I need to head out of here?
It's just making somebody uncomfortable. So they just didn't
Uncomfortable
know.
is not against the law.
I understand it's not against the law.
Good.
Like I said, They gave us a call. They wanted us to talk with you, see if we could figure out what was going on, why you parked here.
Let's try this approach. How about you inform the caller that this individual is not breaking the law. They're in their car. They're on a public street. They have every right to be here, just as them and their families too. Leave him alone.
Okay.
It's simple as that.
Like I told you, as soon as I came up, you're not parked illegally, nothing like that. They gave us a call. They wanted us to talk with you. That's all.
I know, but you're asking me to head out because they're uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is not against the law. Neither is suspicion. I'm not breaking the law. There's no crime until there's a crime, right? And I'm not here to commit a crime.
Okay.
I'm here for a legit reason, and I'm just parked in a public street.
Okay.
So tell them just to leave me alone. I'm not bothering anyone.
I'm not saying that you were. All I'm saying is they gave us a call about it.
So you can tell them that.
Okay.
All right? Because some people need to mind their business. I'm not doing anything. I haven't done anything.
Totally understandable. I get where you're coming from. So I mean, like I said, I understand you're not doing anything wrong. You're sitting in your car legally parked on the side of the road, public road. I get it.
All right.
The only reason I asked if you wouldn't mind leaving was obviously, like I said, somebody was uncomfortable by it. I get that's not against the law, but I didn't know if you were willing to keep going with whatever it is that you had going on.
I prefer to educate them rather than leaving. Okay. Educate them so that they'll know better next time if someone parks in the street to just leave them alone and observe.
Okay.
So educate them. I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give them that satisfaction.
Okay. So if you don't mind sharing with me, you said that you were here for a legitimate reason. Do you mind sharing with me what that reason is?
No, I'm not gonna share that reason.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to me at all?
No, because they're not gonna trump my Fourth Amendment right. You see,
right, I'm not talking with them about what your reason is. It's just
good. But because of their fears, I'm not gonna answer to someone else why I'm here if I'm not breaking the law, right? The law allows me to travel freely, uninterrupted, right? And that includes parking too. So I just want to be uninterrupted. Just because they don't understand how the law works, it shouldn't violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I understand that.
Yeah, so
I'm totally with you. Like I said, that's not for their information. That's for us, because I don't know if they're going to call us again or not. I'm going to obviously tell them that you're legally parked here. You're allowed to be here. There's nothing wrong with you being here. But just to avoid any conflict in the future, if they got upset by the fact that you didn't leave, I'm going to tell them he's not doing anything wrong. You guys don't have to go intervene. I want to make sure that that doesn't happen, though.
Well, they should understand that if you explain it to them.
And I'm going to. Trust me, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they, hear it from us, hopefully they'll listen to it, but not everybody does,
Well,
right?
if they call you guys back, you can tell them they're harassing you. Stop abusing public officials, because
I get you.
You explained to them, you were here, you checked it out, there's nothing illegal going on. Leave them alone, ma'am or sir. Have a good day. Okay. That's it. That's the end of it.
I'm with you.
And you should also check your brakes, man. Your brakes making a lot of noise,
They're
man.
making that squeak,
they need to be
I get
changed.
you.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you talking with me. I appreciate you being cooperative. So, like I said, I didn't mean to bug you, but we got the call about it. We got to do our due diligence, talk with you, make sure everything's all good, okay?
I understand. I respect your professionalism, okay? I'm not trying to violate my rights or anything, so thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good one. You too, man.
All right. So I just wanted to follow up with you real quick.
Sure.
So I talked with the caller.
Okay.
One of your concerns, you had asked why they picked your car out.
Yeah.
So the caller knows who the other two people are. So that was the reason.
What other two?
The other two cars.
Oh, okay.
So they saw your car. They were like, "That's strange. I know the other two. I don't know this one." So that was the reason that was your vehicle was noticed. I told them you're legally here.
Yeah.
No reason, that they have to intervene, come out, anything like that. They're cool with it.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we just didn't know. We wanted to double check on it.
That person needs a job. They have too much time on their hands.
I get you.
Literally too much time on their hands. Are they gonna? Let's say someone has an event here, right? And there's 15 strange cars parked in this street. That street. They're gonna call you guys for those strange cars that they don't recognize.
No,
you see how absurd that is?
I get you. I
That
get
is
you.
crazy.
I'm same boat. But like I said, I just wanted to talk with you, let you know, because I understand that was one of your concerns. I just wanted to follow up with you about that one, so you know.
I appreciate that.
All right?
All right, thank you very much, man. You too.
The takeaway? Uncomfortable is not illegal, and suspicion is no substitute for law. You don't owe your presence to anyone when you're within your rights. So remember, stay calm, stay respectful, and know that your right to exist freely in public space is not up for debate. Stand firm, because the Constitution travels with you.